Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Tuesday, July 29, 2025. Making the headlines tonight after meeting with staff, PSU says transition of tax service needs to be done right. BSI's attorney says lawsuit on blockade was never about the money. Popular businessman turns himself in following hit and run that killed a cop. And minister confirms partial UB subvention increase. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
B-Box offers Benny's customers the opportunity to earn points on their purchases at any Benny's locations or its entities, such as Best Manufacturing, Benquip, Island Freight Forwarders, Benny's Contractor and Lumberyard, and B-Mart. To learn more, visit our website at www.bbox.bz. Remember, loyalty is always rewarding with B-Box. Brought to you by Benny's, quality and savings.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Oh man, one more stroll and my data is done.
Wait, who said anything about running out? Smart just dropped a more powerful plan that now includes social media data, so you can scroll till your fingers cramp. Visit any Smart showroom to sign up today because connectivity just got even better. Smart, bringing people together.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs. and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet and Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
This summer, your Wednesdays just got better. Join your Belize City Council for the Midweek Wind Down Series. A new relaxing evening of wine, cheese, live jazz, and spoken word. It's your midweek escape happening Wednesday, July 30th at City Hall Square on Regent and Albert Streets from 5:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Bring your friends, sip, connect, and unwind in the heart of downtown Belize City. Want to be a part of the action? Secure your booth space by calling the Public Relations Department at 280-2308, extension 238, or message us on WhatsApp at 673-9055. Let's unwind together. Your Belize City Council. Always vote the people.
Measles is a virus that is highly infectious and spreads through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes. It often starts with a fever, cough, runny nose, and red, watery eyes, followed by a rash that spreads all over the body. Measles can cause serious complications. But here's the good news. Measles is preventable. The safest and most effective way to protect your child is through vaccination. The MMR vaccine is safe and available at your nearest health centers and clinics. Let's keep our families and communities safe. Get vaccinated. Stay protected. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness in partnership with PAHO and UNICEF.
Belize introduced its new electronic passport in 2022 through the launch of the Electronic Passport Issuance and Control System, EPICS. The e-passport includes an electronic chip that safeguards the holder's personal information and photograph. It also features a verification mechanism compatible with biometric systems such as smart gates at international borders. The passport's design reflects national pride, showcasing Belizean landmarks and symbols. It incorporates 26 modern security elements to prevent fraud and corruption. The introduction of the e-passport aims to enhance security, improve processing efficiency, and reduce application backlogs, benefiting Belizeans both domestically and abroad. The Ministry of Immigration, strengthening national sovereignty, security, and socio-economic development.
Get ready for the Igbo Town Festival 2025. The National Celebrations Commission, in collaboration with the Belize City Council and the National Institute of Culture and History, invites you to the annual Igbo Town Festival 2025. Join us after the official Emancipation Day ceremony on Friday, August 1st at the Isaiah Mortar Square, Albert Street West, from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Bring out the entire family for a day filled with live entertainment, cultural displays and handicrafts, an educational emancipation tour, plenty of food and drinks, a free kids zone featuring face painting, cotton candy, snow cones, bouncy house and trampoline, and more. Want to be a part of the action? Secure your booth space today by calling 280-2308, extension 263, or message us on WhatsApp at 673-9055. So mark your calendars, Friday, August 1st from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the Isaiah Mortar Square. Let's celebrate freedom, culture, and community together. See you there.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The Public Service Union, along with the National Trade Union Congress of Belize, held an extended meeting this afternoon with the over 200 staff members of the Belize Tax Service, which the government intends to transition into a statutory board with the acronym SARA at the end of December this year. The union has flagged that there has been no consultation with staff on the matter, even though they stand to be affected. PSU President Dean Flowers explained that even though the plan is to increase the number of staff from 236 to 400 under the statutory board, staff stand to be displaced under the three options that they have been given. One is to resign, transfer into other areas of the public service, or apply for employment under SARA.
What if I'm not in a financial position to resign? If I resign, they're saying if you have less than 10 years, and this is coming from the Ministry of Finance, and more specifically the Undersecretary, if you have less than 10 years, you have no vesting period, so we're not entitled to pay you any severance or any gratuity or anything. You get to go home. So how do you force people to resign and say they give them an option and send them home with nothing? It is my understanding that now they've changed that narrative after meeting with us and saying that they're consulting with the Labour Department. There's no need to consult with the Labour Department. The Labour Act already provides that after 5 years, people are entitled to a severance. But these people are not your average workers. They're permanently established public officers who are entitled to a gratuity and a pension if they meet certain years of service. So an improved separation package should have been designed or looked at for those who choose to resign. Then you're saying you could transfer into the wider public service. Transfer where? Transfer where? You'll treat them like what you did to those officers at the company's registry? Transfer a deputy director to a clerk? Because the only place you could have put on that one ministry or could have fined for squeeze into? Now here I am, working 25 years as a tax officer, started as a clerk. Some people started perhaps as a driver, educated themselves and moved themselves up to managers. Here I am after 25 years. And I want to transition in SARA, and they look at me and tell me, you know what? We don't care all your hard work over the 25 years. If you want this position in the SARA, you have to face this politically appointed interviewing panel. If you apply for the job where I don't entitled to, and then if this panel not like me because of the color of my skin, or because of the color of my eyes, or because they know I am very vocal, they said, Flowers, you stands for your interests, but here what? We not select you. So what happens to me then, Marisol? What happens to me then in the SARA?
Flowers explained what they intend to do and made it clear that they are not opposed to the transition, but it needs to be done right.
After hearing back from the employees today, we've been given a mandate to prepare a position paper for cabinet. And cabinet needs to know employees have never been consulted. I don't believe that it is our place to determine what ultimately government policies are, but it is our place and it is our right to influence and to ensure that those policies are effected properly. They have botched this process and deliberately what they intended to do is to do the exact same thing, to come like a thief in the night and affect people's livelihood, like what they did with those employees at the corporate and companies affairs registry, and what they did with those people at Imarbe with the ship registry, what they did with those people at Legal Aid. But thankfully, these people were asking questions and they had no other option but to come out and to say something.
The position paper is to be sent to the cabinet at the end of this week, outlining how the staff wishes the process to proceed. They will then give the government several working days to respond. The judgment from High Court Justice Rajiv Gunetileki, which features an award of over $500,000 in combined damages to BSI and Belcogen, is the first such case based on the economic tort of unlawful interference with economic interests to have been successfully argued in Belize. The precedent-setting judgment found that the Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association, BSCFA, and two cane farmers, Pablo Burgos and Canuto Alpuche, were directly liable for the economic losses of the two companies due to an intentional 3-day blockade that they participated in. The claim surrounded the argument that the defendants unlawfully interfered with BSI's right to engage in trade. One of the attorneys for the claimants, Hector Guerra, today maintained that there are other actions that the farmers could have taken rather than impeding the delivery of cane to the factory.
There were ongoing discussions, negotiations at the time, and an impasse ensued, meaning the parties could not come to an agreement in terms of what the material terms of that commercial agreement would have looked like. In leading up to the actual to the blockade, the BSCFA had, in a meeting, declared to BSI that if they could not come to some agreement in terms of what the commercial agreement would look like, they would in fact block the mill. And they also asserted that no other association, no other farmers would be allowed to deliver sugarcane to the mill. So there are essentially 4 elements which had to be proven in court. The first is an interference with BSI's and Belcogen's right to engage in its business, in its trade. The second was that unlawful means were used. In this case, that unlawful means was a trespass on BSI's property, on BSI's compound, which blocked the ability of farmers to deliver sugarcane. The third element which had to be proved was that it was intentional, in a sense that it was deliberately done in order to cause harm, to cause damage to BSI and Belcogen. And the fourth element which we were able to successfully show in court was that BSI and Belcogen, as a result of the blockade, suffered monetary loss in terms of contracts to deliver sugarcane products, in terms of the ability to manufacture sugarcane products, and in terms of the ability to sell for Belcogen energy to the grid in Belize.
Guerra insists that it was never about the money or about BSI sending a message to cane farmers, but rather about the underlying principle of respect and lawfulness in collective bargaining.
This was never about a monetary sum. It's not about the figure. It's about the underlying principle. It's about upholding economic interests and ensuring that parties engage with respect for each other. This case does not say that you cannot engage in industrial action. What it does say is that if you are going to engage in industrial action, in collective bargaining, you must do so lawfully with respect to the other party involved. So there is no real power struggle here. Both parties need each other. It's a symbiotic relationship. And what the court is sending a message of is that parties must engage lawfully when engaging each other in commercial negotiations.
We are awaiting a response from the Prime Minister on whether the government will uphold an indemnity pledge offered to BSCFA when the blockade occurred. A popular businessman, Chris Rosado, who is associated with Thirsty's nightclub in Belize City, has turned himself in to the Ladyville police station. Rosado was reportedly driving the black vehicle that veered into the opposing lane and hit the motorcycle of Police Constable 38-year-old Arsenio Kus early Monday morning. PC Kus sustained severe injuries and died at the scene of the accident. PC Kus had just completed his shift at the Ladyville police station and was traveling back home to Belize City when the incident occurred. Rosado is reportedly cooperating with police as the investigation continues. Police had labeled the incident as a hit and run prior to Rosado coming forward. The Ministry of Finance on Friday informed the University of Belize's Board of Directors that the Prime Minister had approved an increase in the yearly subvention for the University of Belize Faculty and Staff Union. The approved increase was only $1.1 million for a total of $8.7 million. The UBFSU had been demanding the $10 million subvention the Bresenio administration had promised them. Today, Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Honorable Ramon Monchi Cervantes, confirmed the increase and said the ministry will work towards granting the full $10 million.
Well, yeah, I think it's 1.1 million that was agreed. So the teachers will get the raises that they have been waiting for such a long time. And we are glad that that happened. And yes, we are here to support education and to support the teachers, because without teachers are the pillars of our education system. So,
will it stay at 8.7 or will they get their 10 million?
We don't know yet. This is the first step that we are taking, but we will work towards that. Of course, we are working towards that. Yeah.
Have you met with them or have you heard back from them?
No.
After the break, who has the correct figures on new public officers since 2020? Stay with us.
On July 10, 2025, Belize Electricity Limited and Blair Atoll Power Company Limited signed a historic power purchase agreement for the development of a 15-megawatt utility-scale solar plant, complete with a 1.5 megawatt, 3 megawatt-hour battery storage system. This project represents a significant milestone in building a cleaner, more sustainable, and resilient electricity grid.
Today's signing is the furthest we have ever come down the road of realizing the needed facilities and our own ambitions for harnessing the power of the sun. This PPA provides a model in which everybody, BEL, Babcock, and consumers win, and that is how it should be. We have every confidence that Babcock can and will bring this project home, and BEL publicly offers whatever support it can to realize this goal.
What we learn here will set the foundation for future projects, including solar, wind, hybrid systems, and even other emerging developing technologies, renewable energy technologies, that Belize will need if we are going to remain competitive and resilient.
BEL and Babcock will collaborate closely to develop and commission the plant within 12 to 18 months from the start of construction. Once operational, the solar plant will supply clean, renewable energy directly to the national grid, strengthening Belize's energy security and diversifying our national energy mix.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Our banknotes are changing, but why did we update them? The central bank continuously assesses the integrity of our banknotes to maintain quality and security. The old series of banknotes has been in circulation for more than the recommended lifespan, which is 7 to 10 years. The new banknotes integrate enhanced security measures to combat counterfeiting, making transactions safer for everyone, giving you the confidence that your money is safe and authentic. Our money should be as strong and secure as our economy, and the new banknotes reflect that commitment. New look, same value, more secure. Learn more at www.centralbank.org.bz. A message from the Central Bank of Belize.
Appliances that just don't last? Appliances that just can't keep up? It's time for a change. GE Appliances delivers reliability, innovation, and performance you can trust. The decision is easy. Don't settle for less. Choose quality, choose reliability, choose GE.
Dara Home Theater and Red Stripe presents the 16th annual Lucky Dube Tribute and Concert. People dying like flies every day. This event is to be held at the Big Bird's Isle, Sunday, August 3rd, starting at 4 p.m. until midnight. Entertainment includes live DVD performance from Lucky Dube on the big screen. Selectors include Reggae Dutch, International Tony G, Brass Protege, Kenny Gladden and the New Creation Band. Live performance from the Creek Vibrations Band doing a special Lucky Dube tribute. And a special live performance from Man at Work, Terrell Godoy. Don't miss the date, Sunday, August 3rd, Big Bird's Isle. Entrance fee only $15. Bring out the entire family. You definitely don't want to miss this one. The annual Lucky Dube Tribute and Concert. Sponsors include Creme Radio, XTV, Vibes Media and Television, Channel 5, Channel 7, Digi Wallet, Hoyas Distillery, Honorable Anthony Mahler, Love FM, Angelus Press Limited, Niche, Belize Tourism Board.
Sea una persona ocupada o atrapado en el tráfico, o que tenga una circunstancia adversa o muy exigente, la tensión se acumula y lo estresa. El estrés ataca a todos en cualquier momento, a cualquier edad. El estrés es un asesino. Es mejor estar vivo que muerto, así que visite la farmacia de Freetown para obtener opciones.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué puedo hacer para usted hoy?
Estoy bien estresado.
Ok, tengo una pastilla que te va a ayudar, ¿ok? Que toma una de eso al día para 10 días y va a estar bien después, ¿sabes?
Ok. Farmacia Freetown, carretera 28 Freetown, donde estás mejor vivo que muerto. Farmacia Freetown, teléfono 22 32 87 6.
Planning a trip to Belize? Here's how to complete your I Declare Arrival form in 5 easy steps. Step 1. Visit belizetravel.immigration.gov.bz. Step 2. Select the appropriate forms for arrivals. Choose Arriving to Belize. Step 3. Provide your origin trip details, including your departure airport and country of residence. Step 4. Carefully complete the immigration form, add dependents if necessary, declare baggage, currency, and merchandise, and confirm your entries are correct. Step 5. Download your completed form and take a screenshot of your QR code and reference ID to present to the immigration officer. Thank you for using Belize iTravel. Safe journey.
November this year will make 5 years of Prime Minister John Briceño and his cabinet in office. Much is always made about the exorbitant wage bill, and in the wrap-up of the debate on his first budget for this second term, Briceño reported that just over 300 new public service employees had been added since they came to power in 2020. This was disputed by Dean Flowers, president of the Public Service Union, who reviewed a 2024 staff list that government officials shared in their negotiations for a new collective bargaining agreement. In a recent interview with the Minister of the Public, Henry Usher, he gave us a different figure. First, however, we repeat both comments from the Prime Minister and Dean Flowers.
Under the UDP, the payroll almost doubled in 12 years, increased by 92%, or an average increase of 7.7% per annum. As a comparison, the average salary per worker on the other has increased by 26% in the same period, from 30,000 to 37,000. If it is that the Lou is trying to make the point that this administration is hiring too much, she is wrong. In 2020, the public officer workforce was 15,331. Currently, it is 15,662. The public office workforce, therefore, has increased by less than 350 new persons, or around 2%, over a period of roughly 5 years.
I don't know from where the Prime Minister gets his numbers. And if it is the Financial Secretary that is giving him those numbers, then I keep saying to this country, we need a new Financial Secretary. But I won't throw the Financial Secretary under the bus on this one, because I don't know if it's him that gave the Prime Minister those numbers. But I will say to you, whosoever gave the Prime Minister those numbers is smoking some good marijuana. And then last, because I can show you, as we speak, a staff list that is well over 16,000 listed public officers. So for the Prime Minister to get up in the House and they throw wrong numbers that he has not verified is utter nonsense. And I can say to him, when you look at that staff list, and I challenge him to ask for the staff list, ask Honorable Usher for the staff list, or ask the undisposable or the irreplaceable Financial Secretary for the staff list. And go right in at the column. There's a column that says higher date. And he doesn't have to go through the staff list. He simply needs to sort by higher date. And he will see exactly how many people was added to that staff list since December of 2020 to present. And if the Prime Minister can come back to me and tell me it is not, it is only 300, and somebody miss one zero, because I could tell you it's over 3,000. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
No, that's not, it's definitely not over 3,000. Maybe a little more than 300, but certainly the current figures show that it's around almost, I think, a little bit over 16,000. When we came into office, it was around 15,600 or something. So really, it's not 3,000, certainly not.
Tech-savvy individuals who can identify content created with artificial intelligence will tell you that it is getting worse and worse, making it harder for some to tell reality from from false content. Today, the office of Michael Ashcroft had to put out a notice informing that his identity was illegally used to create a false promo of an investment opportunity. The scam requires a payment of $500 to then earn $16,000 per month. These scammers took a video from Ashcroft being interviewed on his station, cloned his voice, and then had him talking about the supposed investment. It's called a deep fake, where a video of a person is digitally altered to spread false information. In the statement, Ashcroft's office says he has not endorsed any cryptocurrency, digital asset, or financial products as claimed in the video. Members of the public are urged to disregard the video. As part of the work to ensure compliance with the Caribbean Court of Justice's April 2015 consent order, in the Maya land rights case, villages in the Toledo district who practice customary land tenure have been conducting delimitation exercises to identify their boundaries. It has been an extensive and tedious exercise. At Friday's monitoring hearing by the CCJ, Leslie Mendez, one of the attorneys for the appellants, reported on progress in that regard.
On the delimitation, I could confirm that 34 villages out of the 41 are engaging in delimitation of their boundaries. There are some communities that have some bottlenecks that we have been providing some proposals to the government for us to get to an agreement that these are how these bottlenecks should be addressed, so that they could facilitate with finalizing their boundaries. From our calculation based on the team here, Your Honor, if we would be able to get to an agreement on how to address those bottlenecks, we do foresee that we would be able to finalize the delimitation exercise of those villages that have consented by October, Your Honors. With the caveat that we understand, and there is no fundamental contention with that there will be some villages that decline to be governed, to accept Maya customary land tenure within villages. They will relinquish their rights, so to speak. But if we are able to address these bottlenecks, Your Honor, the communities are well underway to finalize the delimitation by October.
Okay, and is that where your boundary resolution panel comes in? Yes?
Indeed, Your Honor.
The government will have to validate the boundaries identified by the villages. The president of the CCJ, Honorable Winston Anderson, questioned whether they expect the entire exercise to have been completed by October this year, which is the set date by the CCJ to have concluded its accompaniment of the process, already nearing a decade.
Since we have been engaging in the delimitation exercise, we have been awaiting on the government to verify. The last time we heard from the government on verification was about maybe 3 years ago. Like 3 years ago, and the position was that they, for concerns about resources, the government had decided not to verify on a case-by-case basis, but rather the entirety. When we are all finished, they will step in and verify. We have also been trying to engage in that conversation as to what that verification will look like, Your Honor, but we have had no luck.
Riviera Maya News out of Quintana Roo reports that formal negotiations are to take place in the next few days between Belizean and Mexican authorities concerning the expansion of the Tren Maya network into Belize. The date for the meeting has not been officially set, but a team from Tren Maya is expected to begin preliminary studies along the proposed route in Belize to test the project's feasibility. Belize had proposed to link the Corozal-free zone with the line that connects to Chetumal, while Mexico proposes a completely new branch into the country that would link the rail network into Guatemala. The train linking the three countries is expected to boost tourism as well as trade. In May, Belize Prime Minister Honorable John Briceño had a phone discussion with Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum concerning the possibility of expanding Tren Maya to Belize. After the break, security guard stabbed in Key Cocker, and Belize Bank holds 13th annual scholarship award ceremony. Stay tuned.
Oh man, one more scroll and my data is done.
Wait, who said anything about running out? Smart just dropped a more powerful plan that now includes social media data, so you can scroll till your fingers cramp. Visit any Smart showroom to sign up today because connectivity just got even better. Smart, bringing people together.
Make every moment matter with your credit card. More transactions, more chances to win cash back. You can be one of 4 monthly winners. Get a chance to win cash back with every purchase of $100 or more. For more information, visit www.atlabank.com. Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
United Black Association for Development Educational Foundation, UEF, and Keep It Simple Organic KISO, they have the 4th annual Brother Cliff Augustine Summer Film Photography Camp Community Exhibit Thursday night, July 31st, 2025, the UEF headquarters, 3304 Amandala Drive, behind the zinc fence, the Library of African and Indigenous Studies. On a come out, can support them black youths, then take them pictures of hair. We prints then start to sell from $25 Belize dollars to hundreds of dollars. So on come out, can support them youth. I have to big up the community sponsors. We have one bunch of them. Brother Cliff and Elma Augustine family. The families and the students were conduct camp, swimming successfully and smiling swim school, the Placentia Village, and the swimming instructors. Angela's Press Limited, Varela's Auto Rental, Kim Grab and Go, XTV, Creme Radio, Amandala Newspaper, Mahogany My Sister will make we use a vehicle, Saint Bite, Garifuna Youth Drummers. With driver, Kimathi, Keep It Simple Organic KISO, Uncle Sid from Art House Film Lab, and Black in Marine Science BIMS.
Belize, Dara Home Theater and Red Stripe presents the 16th annual Lucky Dube Tribute and Concert.
People dying like flies every day.
This event is to be held at the Big Bird's Isle, Sunday, August 3rd, starting at 4 p.m. until midnight. Entertainment includes live DVD performance from Lucky Dube on the big screen. Selectors include Reggae Dutch, International Tony G, Brass Protege, Kenny Gladden and the New Creation Band. Live performance from the Creek Vibrations Band doing a special Lucky Dube tribute. And a special live performance from Man at Work, Terrell Godoy. Don't miss the date, Sunday, August 3rd, Big Bird's Isle. Entrance fee only $15. Bring out the entire family. You definitely don't want to miss this one. The annual Lucky Dube Tribute and Concert. Sponsors include Creme Radio, XTV, Vibes Media and Television, Channel 5, Channel 7, Digi Wallet, Hoyer's Distillery, Honorable Anthony Mahler, Love FM, Angela's Press Limited, Niche, Belize Tourism Board.
Nuestros billetes están cambiando, pero ¿por qué los actualizamos?
El Banco Central evalúa continuamente la integridad de nuestros billetes para mantener la calidad y la seguridad. La serie anterior de billetes han estado en circulación por más del tiempo de vida recomendado, que es de 7 a 10 años. Los nuevos billetes integran medidas de seguridad mejoradas para combatir la falsificación, haciendo las transacciones más seguras para todos, dándoles la confianza de que su dinero es seguro y auténtico. Nuestro dinero debe ser tan fuerte como nuestra economía, y los nuevos billetes reflejan ese compromiso. Nueva imagen, mismo valor, más seguros. Para obtener más información, visite www.centralbank.org.bz. Un comunicado del Banco Central de Belice.
The hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? Get the essentials you need to stay safe this hurricane season, such as plywood, tarp and rope, first aid kit, rubber boots, raincoats and rain ponchos, generator, portable radio and batteries, flashlight and kerosene lanterns. Weather the storm with these products and more from Benny's. Quality and savings.
"15 students from across the country today received scholarships to high school and sixth form through the Belize Bank Scholarship Program. The students were selected from a pool of 175 applicants. The high school scholarship recipients will have their tuition and fees covered for 4 years and will also receive an annual $300 grant for books, school supplies, and access to a mentorship program. For sixth form students, they will have their tuition and fees covered for 2 years, and they will receive school supplies and will have access to a mentorship program. Over the years, 158 students have benefited from the program. Executive Chairman of the Belize Bank, Filippo Alario, says the program will be expanded.
So the criteria to get into a scholarship, anybody can apply, and it's really a mix of academic and merit. So we try to have the bright students and push them through the next level, and also those who actually need it. We have a committee in the bank that looks at all the applications. It is a very, very difficult job to just select a small number. We had over 180 applications this year, and it's always very difficult for them to get to the 15 that we want.
And how many students have been benefited from this so far?
Well, so far it's over 160 students throughout the year. And this year, again, we're adding another 2015. Next year, I think that we are going to focus, we're going to expand a little bit the program, and we're going to focus more on tertiary education, sixth form. I think that that is where we need to prepare our students for the workforce, and we don't want them to fall through the cracks between high school and sixth form. So we are going to be investing more on the sixth form students next year. So there's going to be an expanded program.
Special guest at the ceremony was the Education Minister of State, Honorable Ramon Munchi Cervantes, who said such opportunities help young ones thrive.
Well, it shows that the partnership and the degree of corporate social responsibility of the private sector along with the government to provide the aspiring students with the financial assistance that they need to move forward in their education, with that thrive, so that they thrive to success, to live their dreams. That is the intention.
Police have detained 24-year-old Kadisha Renee Garcia as part of an investigation involving the stabbing of her boyfriend, 21-year-old security guard Daniel Beaton of Keecocker Village. He reported to police that on Monday while at home, he and Garcia got into an altercation during which she stabbed him with a knife multiple times. He was taken to the Keecocker Polyclinic for treatment. A market vendor was robbed of $1,200 in cash early Monday while making purchases at the Pound Yard Market in Belize City. 35-year-old Lisette Martinez reported that sometime around 5:30 a.m., just after buying vegetables, a man who she had been seen lurking in the area approached. He pulled what appeared to be a firearm from his waist and demanded money. Fearing for her life, she handed over the cash she had on her. The suspect then fled on bicycle in the direction of Orange Street. Police are investigating, but the suspect remains at large. And David Michael Gray, a 63-year-old retired U.S. citizen, reported to police that on Thursday, July 24 at around 9 a.m., 3 men, one armed, invaded his property at Mile 2 on the Pine Ridge Road in the Cayo district. Gray said he was forced into his house and was tied up. He gave the men the password to his safe after they demanded money. The men took off with an undisclosed amount of money, a gray 2022 Toyota Hilux, and assorted tools, all valued at approximately $115,377. ACP Gilberto Romero said that none of the items have been recovered as yet.
Okay, on Thursday, David Gray reported that he was at his residence situated at Mile 2 on the Pine Ridge Road. He reported that he was attacked by 3 male persons who were armed with firearms. They proceeded to tie him up, and thereafter they searched his house and stole several electronic items. Thereafter they stole his Toyota Hilux pickup. Thereafter he managed to release himself and made a report. Several searches were conducted in the area. However, the vehicle nor the items stolen were recovered.
And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeats can be viewed on this station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.